Hi everyone. Welcome to this tutorial about porting Elden Ring Armours to Nightreign. Before we start, there are a few things to note. Firstly, this tutorial assumes that you have some knowledge about Souls modding. You don't need to know how to make mods, but you should have used mods before for Elden Ring. This tutorial will not talk about mod installation, as you can find those tutorials on YouTube. Porting is easy for most armours, except for those that require also porting the materials or shaders. Otherwise, it's basically copy and paste. Here is the process. Firstly, find the Elden Ring armor files that you want to port. Then decide which Nightreign character skin that you want to replace and what's its ID. Then rename the Elden Ring Armours files with the new ID. Then edit Nightreign's regulation file. Then things should work. Here are the tools we would need. We would need UXM to unpack the games and Smithbox to edit the regulation file. I am gonna do a demonstration for porting the Crucible Knight set to the Executor default skin. Let's go through the steps first, before jumping into the action. Step 0 is to unpack Elden Ring, for which I will not demonstrate. Step 1 is to rename all the files for the Crucible Knight set. Step 2 is to launch Smithbox to edit the regulation file for Nightreign. Step 3 is to play the port. For Step 1, here are the files for the Crucible Knight set. The ID for the Executor is 5070, so we need to replace all 2000, 110 to 5000, and 70. For Step 2, we need to create a project in Smithbox for Nightreign and then to edit the Equip Param Protector for the Executor. Before we start the demonstration, here is a reference table for all character skins. Now, let's start the demo. On the left is the unpacked Elden Ring parts folder that contain the armor files. We can find the Crucible Knight here. On the right is our working folder. Now, let's find and copy the Crucible Knight's files. Create a parts folder in our working folder and then copy the files inside. And then we can rename the files with the new ID. Here, I am using Power Rename to batch rename the files, replacing 2000, 100, and 10 to 5000 and 70. Step 1 is now done. Let's do Step 2. Here is Smithbox. I am using version 2.0.5. Now, let's create a new project. Go to File, then click New Project. Then go to Project Type. Set it to Elden Ring Nightreign. Then give a name to the project. And then we need to set a folder for this project. Let's select our working folder. Data directory is the Nightreign installation folder. Make sure you select the game folder inside it. Then, click Create. The project is now created. Then, go into the Param editor. Then we need to find Equip Param Protector. We can do a search in this box. Now, click on Equip Param Protector. Then you will see a bunch of rows here. Now, go to Names, then Community Names. By ID, click on All, then go to this box and search for the Executor. Let's first look at the Executor body. It's marked Visible Model. This is because, in Nightreign, only the body model is loaded by default. What we need to do here is to force Nightreign to load all 4 pieces. Let's make the edits. Let's do the head first. Scroll down and find the Equip Model ID. Change it to 5070. Then move down to the Equip Model category. Change it 5, which is for head. Then change the Equip Model gender below to 4 for no gender. Then the head is done, and you will now see it appears in a pale green shade. meaning that it has been modified. Now, let's do the arms. Change Equip Model ID to 5070. We don't need to change the Equip Model category, since it's already for arms. Then change the Equip Model gender to 4, and the arms are done. Then the legs. Change Equip Model ID to 5070. Change Equip Model category to 6 for legs. Then change the Equip Model gender to 4, then all are done. Let's save the changes. Go to File, click Save. You can also press Ctrl+S. Then you will see a message telling you that the params have been saved. Now, the edits for the regulation are done, we can then test the port. Now we are in the game. Let's go for it. Now the Executor's default skin has been replaced by the Crucible Knight. Now, let's test a bit of the combat. Okay, the port is successful. This is the end of this tutorial. I hope that it's helped you. Thank you for watching.